Happy Father's Day. Hi, I'm Joe, and today I don't have what is specifically a Father's Day set, but I do have a set that is very appropriate for this time of year. This is a Creator 3-in-1 set from 2015 called Changing Seasons, set number 31038. And at first glance, this is just a house, but what I think is most special about this particular set is the 3-in-1 nature of it, is that each of the three builds makes a house, but each house represents a different season. Now this is the A model, and it represents summer. So we've got the swimming pool and other typical summer activities like around Father's Day. This was a set I actually found on clearance back around 2016. That was at a time when I wasn't really buying much Lego for myself, but to be honest, because I like decorating for the seasons, this purchase was absolutely for myself, even though the kids played with it. It was pretty natural. It was just a house, and they had a Lego Junior's grocery store, and putting those two together was nothing out of the ordinary. But still, my favorite part of this was taking it apart and redecorating it for fall and winter. But the summer build, it became a tradition that I would build this right around Memorial Day weekend to indicate the start of summer. And I haven't done that the past couple of years, but I decided to do that this year. And the more I thought about the features of this model, the more I thought this actually is a very appropriate Father's Day model. So let's take a closer look. Even though there are just over 500 pieces in this set, there are so many little details that only take a few pieces to make. And I think because there are so many of those details, that's what makes this set seem so much more dense and rich than you might expect from a 500-piece set. But I'll start here with my favorite part, which is the barbecue grill, where you can see we've got the gauge here and all the grill that you can cook on top of, and a lid here that hinges and can close. But the best part is the light brick, because that's how you show that the grill is hot. And we've got a sausage here off to one side. On the other, we've got a broom here, I guess for cleaning the area around the grill. Continuing here in the front lawn, we've got a lawnmower, and we've got a mailbox. This was not one of my favorite parts. The mailbox looks nice and all, but this letter is not being held in by anything, so it falls out pretty easily. We've got what looks like a very tiny vegetable garden. And this piece here that is just the orange slope pieces and an orange plate is actually supposed to be like a lounge chair. So assuming that this character here is the dad, after he's done cooking on the grill, he can relax here next to his garden. And if we move the lawnmower here out of the way, we can see there's a table with a cup of something to drink and a small path here with these light bluish gray tiles. Moving around closer to the house, we've got a lantern here next to what makes this the most summery build, a swimming pool, complete with a diving board, and looks like a basketball goal right here, and that orange minifigure head to serve as the basketball. And here I've got also the only other minifigure that comes with this set, which is, looks like a child with short legs, and some more flowers out front. And we got flowers here in the windowsill. Almost all of the windowsills have flowers. And this is actually closed in the back, but there's no decoration here. You just have the one window. Also off to the side here, we've got a tree attached to the property, and it's held in by a Technic pin. Let's see if I can get that out. And it's just a regular tree. It looks like it could be an apple tree. Got these red 1x1 round plates here, and we've got a bird on top that I'm guessing would be a woodpecker, because that matches the color pattern, at least of woodpeckers who live in my area. Here on the outside of the house, we've got a chimney, and we've got a light over the front door. The area around the front door is marked by more of these 1x1 round dark bluish gray bricks. And while the house is closed in the back, it does open up. Now, there's not a whole lot going on inside. There wasn't a lot left to decorate the inside, but we do have a chair and a lamp here on the bottom level. Here where the door opens, there's actually quite a big step, so be careful when you walk in there. And then the only decoration we have here is this piece right here, which looks like one of those things you hang on the wall to put your mail in. And the upstairs is completely open. Now this is kind of the case with all three of the builds, but they all three do have some form of interior. This one has probably the least interior because all of the effort is put into making the summer activities look good here on the outside. And then finally, the family does have a small car, although only one person can sit in it. It's a 4-wide car that only fits one minifigure, and it is a convertible, which I guess, again, is appropriate for summer. All in all, this is one of my favorite sets ever, especially among sets that are small, because of how versatile it is and how much it packs into such a small place. But during the most recent build, I noticed I had several pieces missing, which bothered me because I'm usually very particular about making sure I don't have any pieces missing and that all pieces get put away when a set gets taken apart. But I was missing some basic pieces, like I was missing a 2x2 brown plate and some 1x4 and 1x2 white plates. Pieces that I was able to replace just using spares I was able to find in our various tubs. But another piece I was missing was one of these 4x4 curved green plates, which I didn't actually have an extra of anywhere, but the plate appears in many other sets. I was able to borrow one from one of those other sets, in this case Ray the Castaway, and I was able to complete this build, but I'm still bothered by missing that piece. And even though I got this build complete, and even though it's unlikely I will ever build Ray the Castaway again, and even though I actually have 2 copies of Ray the Castaway, I'm still bothered that I had to borrow a plate from that set. Is this familiar to anyone else, or is it just me who just feels bothered knowing that I've got a set that has piece missing, even though it's not a set that I particularly love? Even though I may never build that Ray the Castaway set again, I'm still going to make sure I get the replacement piece for it, because it's always going to bug me to know that I've got a set sitting up stored somewhere that has a piece missing. Thank you for watching my video and letting me show off one of my favorite sets of the past 10 years. I hope if you're celebrating Father's Day today that you're having a wonderful day. Or if you're not, I still hope you're having a wonderful day, and I hope that everyone remembers that today is a good day to build.